Hey guys, it's Michael Todd, and welcome to my collection. It's been a while since I have shown you guys my collection. I'm going to show you the shelving unit here behind me. It's been a while. I'll go ahead and drop a link up there so you can check out the last one. It's definitely changed a lot. I've recently gotten rid of a lot of things to make room for some new things, and I wanted to share this with you in the spirit of Thanksgiving, of course. So let's get into it and see what I've got. Okay, guys, here is a quick overview of the shelving unit that we are going to take a little more in-depth tour of, just to give you, again, a quick overview of everything, and then we'll dive into it. And you know what? Let's go ahead and start right down here to the bottom. You guys, here we are all the way down to the bottom, and we've got a couple of fun things to check out. Now, if you didn't know, I am a huge Weller fan, so we do have a little piece of Weller pottery here with the flower frog. Now, he does have some calcification there on the lily pad. I don't mind. And on the little blossom back here, there was a stem. You can see that it's broken off. I don't mind it. I got it inexpensively. So again, it's just one of those things where I value the overall aesthetic and I don't really mind the damage. I am also a Royal Ducks fan. Now, this is a more contemporary piece, and we can tell that when we flip it over. I lie, there is no gold sticker on. I thought there was a gold sticker, but the more contemporary ones do have gold stickers, but they all have that pink ceramic triangle. We've got some Palmer Cox here. We've got a little Armalou perfume bottle. Now, I had gotten an identical one and sold that one. And the reason I kept this one is because the dauber does have some damage on it. But again, that's one of those pieces where I don't really mind because you're never going to see the damage. I do have an antique Jack in the Box here with a paper mache face, and look at those teeth. We've got a little bottle stopper friend for him. Of course, some books, some rag dolls here of Palmer Cox. These are, of course, the brownies. You will see a lot of brown and green books throughout the display. Now, a lot of the books that I collect are contingent upon the subject matter as well as the illustrations that are inside, not just for their aesthetic value. Again, speaking of Weller, we do have some more here. This is, of course, the very large chalice. We've got a large jardiniere back here, but there is some damage. You can see the crack back there, and I did rescue it. So definitely happy to have that piece. Again, another little rag doll here of Palmer Cox. This is the Scottishman. This is, over here, that rag doll is Uncle Sam. He came out in about the mid 1800s, and they really gained popularity once he started writing children's books. Now, I have one of two, and you'll see the second one on the next shelf. This is J.B. Hirsch. Of course, this is a bookend with a celluloid face there, and this absolutely beautiful Art Nouveau hanky box. And the hankies are in there, but of course, that beautiful butterfly illustration. You can't go wrong chilling out there on the mushroom. So that is that little shelf there. Again, some more books back here. These, a lot of them are going to be poetry as well as Palmer Cox. So we'll go back up here then to our second shelf. And what do you know? We've got more of the same. Now, I do have this Majolica Palmer Cox. This is Defender. He is a humidor. So obviously you lift his little lid here and the gentleman could put their smoking or pipe tobacco in there. We've got another little one back here in bisque. Let's scooch around here. You can see him there with the little German clock. The clock does in fact work. We've got another rag doll and another rag doll. You do see that I am using that Flemish box back there as kind of a riser. I do love the coloring on that. The Lefton bunny here. No, actually, I don't think that is Lefton. It's, he's going to fall over on us. Yukago. So the Yukago I do have, and we'll see some Lefton white bunnies up top. The rabbits were a very common theme in Victorian times, and I think that it blends in perfectly with that. We do have a little tumbling cherub here. This is actually Capodimonte. You will see the other one is back here. He fell down and went boom. We do have this Bohemian. It's very Mary Gregory in style. I do have a coordinating one that you'll see here behind the large humidor. And again, this is a Palmer Cox, but a much larger one. So we do have several of those. Another piece of course, the Weller. I think that it blends in wonderfully kind of with the pixies there. There is our matching JB Hirsch bookend. We saw the other one down below. And of course, some more books here. Now, 99% of them are Palmer Cox. I do have the Fairy Circus here. There's beautiful illustrations inside of that one. So there, of course, is our second shelf. So we've got 1 and 2. And we'll head up here to our third shelf. Now, the third shelf does have, guess what, more Palmer Cox and some more books here that I do again use for risers. Some beautiful brass birds. I love those. We've got the brownie rubber stamp box. There's a little tablet that is inside of there, as well as the rubber stamps and an ink pad that obviously has dried out. We've got another piece of JB Hirsch here, the owl on the book with the little clock. I love that piece. Some more books as risers back here, and we do see this Austrian spill vase. Now, there is quite a bit of color loss on it. It is a bisque that's been painted. I absolutely love the color loss on there. I think that it adds a lot to the aesthetic value and it kind of breaks it up. I really enjoy that piece. It's one of my most favorites. We do have another Palmer Cox here. This is John R. Wright. This is a felt doll, so I have kept him in the close to kind of keep the dust off of him. And we do have the Indian or Native American one. We also have matching is the 9-pin. This is wood, and the image, of course, has been glued on. We will see another one. Another little Chicago bunny. The Native American ragdoll. We've got some Rimple squeakers back here. We've got both the large and the small version of that squeak. Love that one. Very dapper. Here we do have a piece of Sabino glass. This is one of several pieces that you'll see. That's resting on top of the antique witch hazel. I do have a bisque Cupid mermaid, and he's chilling out there on a toothpick holder. So love this shelf. Pan back, and we can go up then to the next shelf. Now, this shelf does have some of the bougier things that I do have. You guys were along with me when I did pick up this beautiful Royal Ducks figural piece. Now, she does have some condition issues, but I absolutely love her. Look at the sculptural detailing on that piece, the folds and the fabric. It's so well done. The hand painting, and of course, she's got her foot there in the shell. I thought that would go perfectly with the little Sabino glass that I've recently found, so I did tuck that in there. Now behind here, we do have some Pulp Fiction books. I need to get some different ones. They're a little bit too colorful, but we have a Joseph Sterncast. This is an Austrian Art Nouveau vase here. Absolutely love it. Again, condition issues, but an honor and privilege to own. We've got another large Royal Ducks piece here. This one is a vase. Misty actually found this one, so I am honored and pleased to be able to have that here. Again, there's those bunnies. Again, we've got the Lefton white bunny and another piece of Sabino the turkey, because, I mean, hey, why not? Now, I do have several pieces of the Royal Copley, Royal Copenhagen. The Satyr or Pan line, obviously he's wrestling with the goat. We have another one riding the goat. And up top, this little guy's got a little froggy on him. Now you are seeing a beautiful Majolica vase there. Absolutely love that. Little piece of Sabino, the cherub, another white bunny. This clear acrylic is great for a riser because you can kind of tuck more things underneath it. And last but not least, another piece of Sabino with a little powder dish here. Absolutely love that. And all of the pieces are identified because they do have a Sabino name on them. France. Yes. And that is the collection, guys. So I know it's not the longest video, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys where we're at. Again, I love the more organic kind of color palettes. I find them to be very calming. You'll have to let me know down in the comments what your favorite item was, your favorite shelf. Looking forward to hearing back from you guys. There it is. You know what? I decided to go ahead and show you right over here. Now, this is a temporary setup, and I do have it on top of this wood toy chest with a whole bunch of vintage plush in there. So this is kind of temporary until I find a permanent spot for you. But I do have it grouped together. I really like the grouping, but again, it's not really meant to be where it's supposed to be. So you are seeing, of course, this beautiful little jewelry box here. This one's a pewter with that orange, that mustardy, pardon me, not orange, but mustard velvet, little Austrian base. Now I do have this, I don't know if it's bronze, but it's black, but it's this little boy and he's got a crab here. I love this piece because I was born in July, so the astrological sign being Cancer. Of course, we've got quite a few books stacked up here. We've got a Victorian era little box, and that is filled with some of my most favorite and prized ephemera. A couple more books, small jewelry casket, another antique spider brooch. Love these gilded, not gilded, but beveled glass, and I've got some spookies in there. And of course, up top, we've got some more spooky stuff chilling out. Speaking of spooky, we of course do have our clown over here. This was a gift from Andrew and Anna of in vintage color over on Whatnot. This beautiful, look at that, beautiful album with the glass, and that does of course have the stand. And we've got this guy here, a folk art hand carved wooden marionette. Now, when I got him, he was in pieces and I had to restring him with more modern leather, but I love him. I've been thinking about making him clothes, but so there's just that little grouping too. Wanted to show you that quick. There it is. Alrighty guys, well there you have today's video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Again, I know that it's a shorter video, but as a way to say thank you for all of your support, I decided to pull the curtain back a little bit and show you guys the things that I love and value and collect. Don't forget, down in the comments, let me know what your favorite item of the day is, or that I have. I'd appreciate it. And until next time, guys, remember, keep it rusty, crusty, and dusty. Bye, guys.